pros look like this when they're striking the ball with their irons. Everybody else mostly looks like this. And that causes just horrible shots, kind of like this, where you chunk it, or you hit these high, weak shots off to the right. And if you miraculously don't do one of those two things, it might look something like this. Just basically high, soft, 122-yard 8-iron for me, not acceptable. So if you want more distance with your irons, more accuracy, more consistency, more all good stuff, then I have the cure for you with 3 simple things that's going to give you more of a pro-like impact position so that you can start really getting the most out of your iron shots. That's what you're looking for. On the green, birdie putts. If this is something that you need, stick around. Now, I'm sorry, not sorry, but I have to do this first. I have to show you the things not to do, because people do these things all the time and it leads you down the path of you're going to cast early release, not good impact position. So, as long as we don't do these things, we're good. But so many people just add these in and you're not needed. So first, I do not want you to set these wrists. Don't set the wrist. When you set the wrist, you give the top of your backswing the signal to unset. It just happens. So setting them here, early wrist cock or setting the wrist first, you start doing this. I didn't even see it. It was so bad. But you set, and then the first thing you do is unset. So that's something we want to avoid. And you just won't engage your body. If all you're doing is this, you're not going to move. And I got 116 yards out of that 8-iron. Not ideal. And I'm not even trying to not move my body. It's just automatic. The second thing is this. Whatever you do, by hook or by crook, when you're at the top of your backswing, don't pull down. You hear a lot of, even pros say, pull the chain, don't pull the chain. Don't do it. All this does, a pro might think that, right? But they're not actually doing that. Like Sergio Garcia is famous for saying, pull the chain. But the problem is he didn't even pull the chain. He's here and he lays it off. That's not pulling the chain. This is pulling the chain. So this is what they say to do, but they actually do something very different. But most amateurs can actually pull the dang chain, and pulling the chain is just gonna lead you to narrowness. Where's my width? It's gone because you yanked the chain right there. And then you're gonna hump it here and flip. And so pulling the hands is always a bad idea, because you're just gonna be up here, you're gonna be, and you're gonna just, that's what it's gonna look like. You're gonna chicken wing and do all this stuff, all because somebody told you from the top of the backswing to yank it down, to pull it down. So don't pull anything. The last thing you have to worry about not doing that will immediately cause that early release is this. Don't let that club head fly back here behind you. This is behind me. You want to keep it out in front of you as much as possible, out here. So if you're rolling, rotating, turning your hands, steering wheel stuff, don't do that. I'm telling you, that will cause more issues than anything. Don't do that. Keep your hands just traveling straight back on your foot line without letting the head get behind you. That's gonna be the hardest thing. At some point it is gonna get back there, but the longer you delay that, the better you're gonna be. So, Just think about straight back right here. As long as you get this far, then I'm okay with this, because it's just better than whoosh, right at the beginning. You get this right at the beginning, you're all over the planet again, and you're starting that thing. I mean, how far left did I start that? You're never going to start the ball online. And the goal here, start online, penetrate, spin, go far. That's what we want. That's what we all need. So those are the things don't do. Now let's get into how to achieve pro-like impact position. Step one of getting to the place where we don't early release is this. Get your setup. Perfect. Now, I want you to take it back to that position we just talked about. Right here. It's not here. It's just the club head is out this way in front of my hands. And I'm just taking my hands like thigh high right here. What I want you to do from here is learn how to hit shots. And what we're doing here is we have to train our body to do what it needs to do to not early release. We think it's here, it's not even there. That's not where early release comes from. It comes from your body. And if we get our body working right, this won't happen. This is the easy piece. Right here, perfect, check it. Now, you just gotta figure it out how to hit the ball. That's it. I don't care if you shank it. What we're worried about is how does my body hit the ball? I don't want to go any farther than this, so I'm like, obviously I got to start going back a little bit, but what do I do? Start thinking about what's my body learning? How do I hit the shot? I actually have to move my body. I have to take back, got to transition back. I got to give it a little pump just to get anything. And your motor of the golf swing all of a sudden is right in here. Your core, your hips. This is everything you got right here. You're doing that. I don't have to give you instruction on how to do it. Your physical self will figure it out itself. So I want you to hit 100 shots right here. Boom, my hands don't go higher than your belt buckle. Right there. 8-iron. How do I hit a shot? Oh, look at that. And try to finish up here on your toe. 100 of those, and then you're ready for step 2. There's only 3 steps to rockstar quality shots. Step 2 is similar, but it's more. There's more to it. So take it back, the club all the way to the top. Now, when you're at the top, what we're going to do is we're going to take our front foot, our left foot, and I'm just going to heel stomp down here. What we're training ourselves to do is start the swing from the lower body. You need weight transfer for the hands to do what they need to do naturally, which is just fall. So we want to start from the lower body. We want the lower, and a lot of people are like, okay, let me start with the knees. Let me get my hips going. The lower you start the swing from, the better. So I want you to start it with your foot. That's the lowest thing. So if we take it back here and stomp with the foot first, all of a sudden now the energy is working its way from ground up. And so you take it back to, and that's your first move. As you do the foot stomp, your hands will naturally fall in a good position and you won't be trying to generate power too early. So now you know the philosophy behind it. Take it back to the top, foot. And already, I mean, that was 126. That's like my longest shot so far. And I'm not even barely swinging. We're just doing this drill. I want 100 shots where you're stomping the heel down, and then going. We don't want to be diving top heavy here with our golf swing. We want that lower body to move into it first. And we do it from the top. Make sure you get to the top and stop. Go. And you'll start, all of a sudden, I haven't even hit a good one, start seeing a different flight pattern, and you'll already have a different feel for getting consistent direction, penetrating ball flight, and more distance. So 100 of these bad boys. My best one so far. Already cleaner, crisper contact. One more thing, it's gonna drive you nuts, but it's gonna help you a ton. All right, my friends, I am going to be wearing my Hack Motion golf sensor for this drill so that you can see if we do it correctly. And most of the time, I cannot do it correctly because it's very, very difficult. But whether you have Hack Motion or not, you will be able to do the drill and then you'll see results either way. But if you have Hack Motion or you want to check it out, I'll leave a link in the video description below. It's not the cheapest thing on the planet, but it definitely gives you feedback for all kinds of different things. So they have got this drill that I absolutely love in their full swing and their drills. They just came out with this thing, casting drill, go figure. So I'm just gonna show you the drill a little bit and you'll see what it does. So it's got this stand still at address thing, right? Okay, I'm not gonna put a ball because it's too hard. All right, so we get our address. It gives you cues. All right, go to the top. This is my top, right? Check, now swing. Beautiful. Oh, I casted, right? So what are we doing? It's saying, all right, cast, I don't even, so it just tells you to do it again. Go to the top. Now what are we doing? All right, swing. Did I do it? I did it, not casting. What were the difference between those two? All right, so what I'm doing is I'm going to the top, just natural top of the backswing. And then I'm just holding that angle as long as possible as I come down. So everything is in here, and man, I feel like I'm like down here at impact. So that's what I want you to do is kind of just get it and set it wherever you are. Don't try to be somewhere else. That's cocking the wrist or setting the angle. You don't have to do it. So, I just get to my position here. That's great, that's me. Now swing. Did I do it? Didn't do it. So I will do this like 100 times and boom, and then go. Did I do it? No. It's hard. It's a tough one. Last time. So I'm just feeling it, but I'll work on this for a long time. And I'm actually, there we go. The feeling almost is, as I come down, I'm increasing the angle. So as I swing, I'm getting more angle, not less. And I think that's the problem with a lot of people is they don't understand the feeling. They're trying to release the club and you actually want to unrelease it, if that makes any sense at all. So now that you have everything, your body's moving properly, you got the proper weight transfer, everything's working. As you swing, you're actually trying to get in here and create more angle as you go. And if you try to do that more at the ball, it will release, but you'll keep what you need. So let's see what we get here with our shot as we feel what we just practiced. This is more what I'm looking for here. 155-yard carry for me with the 8-iron. Solid shot, tight little draw. I mean, that was pure for me. So if you want to look more like a pro and less like you or everybody else, then these are the things to work on. Hope it helps. Peace. See you guys.